Right? I got to focus.
Morning, everybody. Vickie asked us to come here and speak, and I spent the last week trying to figure out what I was going to tell everybody. And it came to me yesterday. I was out in our garden, taking care of our garden, and my wife wasn't out helping me. And I went in to check on her, and I said, "Why aren't you helping me with the garden?" She looked at me with tears in her eyes, and she said, "I'm writing a speech." And I was confused. I said, "I thought I was the one giving the speech." What you folks don't know is my wife has tongue cancer and throat cancer. And we found out yesterday it may have spread to her lungs. And that's all I could think is, I spent a week on a speech that I could give you folks that would mean nothing other than I could stand here and try to explain Beethoven's sympathy as wave pressure to you folks, and it would mean nothing. When my wife said she wanted to give the speech, I couldn't imagine a person in a weakened state going through treatments, lost half of her tongue, a portion of her neck, and maybe part of her lung. All that is required to speak. She's not a professional speaker, she's a truck driver. And I thought, why shouldn't I just shut up and let my wife do the talking? So all I'm gonna ask for you folks is, be patient and listen carefully, because you're about to hear one of his angels speak to you. Because of Vickie, this woman's here today, and she's gonna address you folks with half a tongue, a portion of her neck missing, and possible cancer in her lungs. And she's here for one reason. Oh, and let me add, she had a root canal done yesterday too. So that's the excitement we have. And she wants to do it to show the love these people showed us. So I'm gonna stand here and support her, and the mic is hers. Her name is Crystal.
Good morning, thank you all for being here. My name is Crystal, and I was first diagnosed with stage 4 squamous cell carcinoma of the tongue in October 23. I remember getting a voicemail from the oral surgeon who did a biopsy about returning his call for results. I called back and was informed I had squamous cell carcinoma. And for all you science contacts, there is the same cancer Kramer diagnosed with George extended boss with, but it was just a mole on his back, not the tongue. I was in complete shock, and in that one moment, I felt so many emotions. I started to feel terribly scared, like I was alone. I didn't know how I was going to tell my husband, who was trucking in California, waiting on a road to return home. Once I knew I was done for the day, I told him about the call and the news I received. He told me no matter what, we were going to get through this. His love gave me faith to keep going and hope to keep fighting. Then we met with the doctor to see what the plan was, and it ended up being a vasectomy. Pardon me. They removed half my tongue and lymph nodes. I had radiation and chemotherapy. And that is where I wanted to pause for a moment and say that my husband and I were always hard workers, always trying to make sure that we had a cushion set aside for rainy days. The rainy days hit hard. People do not realize how much cancer costs, and I'm sorry for sounding muffled. It can really bring someone down mentally, physically, and financially. It can bring someone down fast. So going back to the story, I was doing everything I could do for help. I applied to so many places, and I didn't hear anything back from anybody. my social worker recommended Vickie's Angels. I remember looking at the website for the application and thinking, they help so many people. How you have been affected. Losing a wife like that. I can't imagine. Thank you so much for helping me and everybody. I remember sitting in the heat chair for my chemotherapy when Vickie called and told me that, don't forget his name, it's just like Mickey Mouse. And that he and Vickie's Angels were here and they were going to help. He just wanted to know how to help. They help us in so many ways. They send us gas cards to get the appointments, to help pay for auto insurance, to help pay for food, to help make multiple car payments for us, to help restore humanity, to help restore our faith in humanity. They were the only ones that cared. They even put me in with someone, they even put me in contact with someone who had the same type of cancer to help me offer guidance support. Just this past September, I received a call from Vickie and everybody at Vickie's Angels saying, happy birthday. They all saddened me and it all brought me to tears. With your donation to Vickie's Angel Foundation, you are becoming an angel for someone like me. The footprints of an angel are love. And where there is love, faith, and hope, miracles can happen. I'm living proof of it. Thank you for your time and thank you for your donation.
God bless your whole lot. Take your hand go down.
Thank you so much.
The Dove of Hope. Crystal and Bryan, thank you so much. Good luck.